Hey, what's going on, Hunter? Thank you for sending your video. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of things that you do right in your golf swing, but there's still a lot that you need to work on, so let's dive in. First thing that I want to talk about is your overall setup. Everything is fairly good. The only thing I would say is that you have a little bit of something called S posture, and what that means is in your lower back there's a small curvature and your pelvis is tilted forward a bit. When you start your golf swing, you do a pretty good job of taking the club right up the plane, and you do a good job of getting the club face in a relatively neutral position. The only thing that I would say is at the top of your backswing, I would like for your hands to be a little bit more over your heels, whereas right now they're kind of in the middle of your foot, so you're lacking a little bit of depth in your backswing. But your lead arm matches your shoulder plane, which is good. Then in the downswing, you do a good job of shotting the club and dropping the club in the slot, which allows you to hit the ball relatively straight. The two things that I would say that you don't do great from the down the line view is you have a little bit of early extension. From this view, it looks like you do a good job in your backswing of turning your right hip and getting it behind the early extension line, but when we look at the face-on view, you'll see why it's causing you some issues. But then we can see in your downswing, your tailbone comes off the line a bit, which means that you're just slightly early extending. The last thing that I want to talk to you about from the down the line view is you tend to hike just a little bit, and what that means is as you come towards impact, you jump towards the ball, which you're probably doing to get more power, but what this means is you're not properly rotating around your hip. Now this is probably where you're struggling the most, and I want to show you from the face-on view because at first it looks like you're doing a good job of rotating around your hip, but what you're actually doing is something called reverse spine angle. Ideally in the backswing, we want your head to be behind your hips, whereas you can see that your head is in front of your hips. So most likely what you're doing is you're rotating around your lead leg. What you should be doing is at the start of your swing, you should be shifting your weight towards your trail side and rotating around your trail leg and then transferring that towards your lead leg in the downswing. And as a result of reverse pivot, I would say that you probably end up sliding more often than not in your downswing, which could be causing contact and consistency issues. The reverse pivot is something you definitely want to fix because not only can this cause lower back issues, but if you don't get to your lead side, then you could end up casting or scooping and stuff like that. Overall, your swing looks fairly decent because you do get the club on a good plane and you do a good job of releasing the club. But if you clean up a few things and start rotating a little bit better, you'll definitely start shooting a little bit lower. Hopefully this helped. If anybody else wants a swing analysis, make sure you comment or DM me the word swing and I'll do one just like this for you.